partners that are taking this broadcast today. Of course, today is night one of the St. Kitts Music Festival. Some people call it the jump up night, but we'll wait and see. What I'm going to do right now is have the head table introduce themselves, and then we'll get right into a couple presentations before we come to you, the media. So we'll start on this end on my right.
I'm Miguel Charles, representing 18 for Patrice Roberts.
Yeah, this is Thur here representing Thur and Akai.
Yeah, good morning everybody. My name is Shelly. I'm the lead artist at Signal Band representing Bouillon Music and Dominica. Hi, good morning. My name is Trilogy, Bouillon lyricist from Dominica representing also Bouillon Music and Dominica.
Good morning, Melnicia Marshall, Deputy CEO at the St. Kitts Tourism Authority.
Good morning, Adolph Adams, Chairperson for Safety and Security.
Good morning, Assistant Commissioner of Police Travis Rogers, Traffic Management, and also part of the Safety and Security Committee.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. I'm Chubby, representing Road March Champions, Teflon Bands, Collision Band.
Good morning, I am Colin Freeman. I'm here with Captain Howard, representing the Honeybee String Band of the Minutes.
All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. And now we're going to have a presentation from the Deputy CEO of the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, Ms. Alicia Marshall.
Thank you, Clemens. Good morning to everyone listening and viewing virtually, and also to our media present here in the room with us. It is so special to have each and every one of you here with us here in St. Kitts, and those of you who are tuned in virtually. For the media, over the years, you have been our partners in telling the story of St. Kitts Music Festival, and it is now 27 years. Come on, let's give it up. 27 years for the festival. We also want to extend a very warm and special welcome to our artists who are here regionally, and also our local homegrown talent. We are really proud of everyone who is going to grace the stage this evening. It's truly going to be an exciting time. For our visitors who are here on island, we extend a special welcome. Please, as you are here on island, immerse yourselves fully in the culture of St. Kitts and Nevis. Don't just stay at home. I know the nights are for partying, but the day is to recover, and we have something for everyone. Whether you want to explore the historical sites or just lay around on the beaches, we want you to savor the cuisine, take in the vistas. St. Kitts has something for all to explore. Just before I wrap up my presentation, I just want to highlight a few things for this evening as it relates to the traffic. I know Adams and Rogers are going to go into greater detail, but we wanted to ensure all of the patrons that we have really put a lot of effort in improving the experience. As you know, we will have food vendors at the park, and so you don't have to leave, ensuring that we bring that culture and local flair to the festival. But as it relates to traffic, parking will be provided at Port Zante. So if you are driving and you are entering the general admission, parking is being provided at Port Zante with a free shuttle service to the park. Okay, we know that in the absence of Basel High School, which was formerly the main place for the parking, and so that has been replaced with provisions at Port Zante. So if you are driving, please take note. You may park at Port Zante and take a shuttle free of cost up to Warner Park. So with that little bit of housekeeping out of the way, I just want to encourage all of us to enjoy the festival, be safe, and let us encourage others to come next year. I've been told that the flights are fully booked, the hotels are fully booked, and so it means that we are going to have a grand time. We have many visitors on island. The island may have brought them, but we want our warmth to keep them coming back. All right? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Alicia. And as she says, everything is fully booked, but you can still come. We'll find some place for you to stay. And if you're still looking for tickets or ticket outlets or the cable, St. Kitts, Hosford's Value Mart, both in St. Kitts and Nevis, the St. Kitts Lottery, St. Kitts and Nevis as well, Ministry of Tourism, that's at the Pelican Mall, and they're open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. today. The St. Kitts Marriott as well, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then the football ticket booth, that's at the stadium itself on Victoria Road, they will be open from 5 p.m. every day for the next 3 days. Prices, of course, $175 EC, 65 US. For VIP and VVIP, you'd have to log on to StKittsMusicFestival.com, their website. And now we're going to hear from our safety and security guru, Mr. Adolf Adams.
Good morning again. As you leave your house or the safety and comfort of your house and you come to the festival venue, our job is to ensure that you remain safe in our surroundings. Our team comprises law enforcement, private security, medical, and also fire services. And as I said earlier, our job is to ensure that patrons who attend the venue remain safe, and also to ensure that your premises remain safe as well as you partake in the event at the venue. I would want to encourage persons who come to the venue, even though it's a festive area, we still want you to be aware of your surroundings. We want you to be alert and to make our job easy and to ensure that you as well remain safe. If you see anything suspicious or you hear anything suspicious, the first order of business would be to report it. All right? You have a job to play, and safety and security team, we also have a job to play. I would want to encourage you as well to adopt a buddy system. All right? I don't want you to, a lot of persons are here on the island for the first time, and you may not know your surroundings, and I would encourage you to establish a buddy system. Stay close to your friends and your loved ones. And if you get lost for some reason, because thousands of people would be at the venue, establish a point where you can meet. That people don't have to be up and down looking for you. You could establish a point where you can only go and meet and get back together. Know your surroundings. When you get at the venue, it is very important to know the exit, which will be highlighted. It is very important as well to know the medical station, because we are going to be consuming a lot of alcohol, a lot of heat is going to be in the area, and people got to understand that emergencies will happen. So know your medical emergency stations. I would want to encourage you as well to stay hydrated. All right? Don't just drink alcohol like some people. Drink water as well. Stay hydrated. That would make the job of the medical personnel a bit easier. I would want to encourage you as well to be respectful. I know so many times after we start consuming, we start to behave in a particular manner. But I would want to say that there will be a zero tolerance to harassment, discrimination, and aggressive behavior. This is not Juve morning, this is music festival, and I mean, be respectful to people as well, as we try to ensure that you remain safe and secure. I would want to say that there will be screening upon entrance to the venue, all right? This is not to harass anyone. Ladies, your bags will be checked as usual. This is protocol that must be adhered to upon entry. I would like to also encourage each and every one to ensure that your phone is fully charged when you come into the venue. All right? those are things that we would need if there are emergencies, you need to contact people, and so keep your phone fully charged when you leave your residence. The speaker before me, she spoke about transportation, and I don't want to repeat, but transportation would be at Port Zante for the general admission, and we would want to ensure that as you journey to the venue, that you are safe. So measures will be placed to ensure that as you make your way to the festival venue, that you are safe. I would want to say this finally: drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. I know there will be a lot of alcohol on the venue, especially in those VIPs, and I know what can happen after people get drunk and they are traveling home. I would also want to encourage you to establish a designated driver. We want to ensure that you come to our venue safe and you reach to your final destination safe. I will now hand over to my squaddy, ACP Rogers, to give you the law enforcement aspect of it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adolph Adams. Thank you, Music Festival Committee, for giving me the opportunity to once again be here to sensitize you with our plans. And I have a lot to say, so bear with me, because it's critical and important that we continuously sensitize you so that you can have the best experience ever, not just at the festival, but coming to the festival and after leaving the festival. So I'll start with the traffic plan, because we're leaving home, we're driving. So traffic come into play even long before you enter the event. All right, and let me give a reading preparation for staging the St. Kitts Music Festival at One Park Cricket Stadium. The Royal St. Kitts Police Force Traffic Department have developed a comprehensive traffic plan to ensure safety and orderly movement of vehicles and pedestrians. This plan outlines parking arrangement, traffic flow adjustment, and shuttle services to facilitate access to the venue while minimizing disruption to surrounding areas. All motorists and festival patrons are asked to pay careful attention to the following directives and exercise patience and consideration while commuting during the festival period. Our main objectives here are maintain safety and efficient vehicle and pedestrian traffic circulation, provide adequate and accessible parking facilities, ensure access for emergency and service vehicles at all times, minimize disruption to the non-traffic and residents, non-event traffic and residents, and to coordinate enforcement and security presence in high-density zones. So those are our objectives and traffic flow. I choose to read because I don't want to leave with anything for the benefit of you. All right? So let's get to the park. The park would have traffic flow going one way around the entire. So let's start at the eastern section, Park Range. Traffic would only be allowed to flow from Taylor's Range downwards. We call it from north to south. On Lozak Road, from east to west. On Victoria Road, that's down from Lozak Road, Amri, going northwards up to the Moravian Church. When you get to the top of Moravian Church, you could split, going right and going left. That's the traffic flow around. All of these roads I mentioned, there would be absolutely no parking. As of last night, midnight, we have already put the restrictions in place for tonight, because if we don't do it now, then we would not be able to do it because people have to work. It's only 3 days saying it's a neighbors, and we could accommodate the beautiful festival, all right? So, they are restricted. The parking for you, the patrons, I think Mrs. Marshall said it, would be at Port Zante. That's our main parking area. However, we have the Beach Allen parking football sporting field. That's between the Washington Archibald High School and Beach Allen School. Shuttle will be taking you from Port Zante. Ms. Marshall will address the shuttle for Beach Allen, but I think that they are very possible will be. Parking will also be in the streets around town. Around the square, that's parking for you. Church Street, that's parking for you. 4th Street only on the eastern side, that side with Republic Bank up to Digicel. We would allow parking on that side, and we would prevent parking on the left side so that that lane can be free of vehicular traffic. So anything like our record, and I'll mention that soon, can pass through freely with any vehicle that we may be towing to our safety facility. Restrictions on parking. College Street got from Keon Street, go down to Social Security, there will be absolutely no parking. I mentioned that around the park, so I think we're good. East Park Range, no parking. Lozak Road, however, would have limited parking, and these persons are VIP. They would have the requisite car passes and the accreditation. Those will be shown to the traffic wardens and police on site, and they will be allowed to park. So please, nobody go and park on these areas, because we'll have a record to accommodate all that we're putting in place, all right? Because doing things free with no punishment, you continue doing it, all right? For those parking in town, I've seen it over the years, and we have tried and tried. Let's give an example: West Independence Square Street and North Independence Square Street. People would park in the corner and prevent the free flow of traffic. So the normal, non-event travelers and pedestrians cannot pass. We're asking you to obey all traffic laws. Parking in a corner, you have to park within 15 feet of that corner. It's only a mere $100. You put $75 on that and get a nice ticket to enter the event, all right? So do not, please do not go contrary to our traffic laws. Mr. Adams would have mentioned that if you cooperate and we do our jobs, we will have a beautiful time. Your experience will be phenomenal, all right? And you will take back, whether you be local or otherwise, and you will take back that experience and looking forward for 2026, all right? So let me see what else I have to say here, okay? Okay, for White Sands, their parking will be at Hosford Valley Mat. I'm reliably informed that their parking and their farm part and parcel of the festival. VIP, yes, okay, thank you, Ms. Marshall. VIP. So the others purchase ticket less than, you would find some areas down at Port Zandy. So don't go follow Matt and say, AC, we have to send you. All right? But there will be security, there will be adequate lighting, and there will be shuttle that takes you to the venue. For all of these parking I mentioned, I know people will be concerned about their vehicles because some people find idle time to do idle things while we're having fun. So we're going to have patrols, we're going to have private security, we're going to have traffic wardens, we're going to have drones. It's no secret. We're asking our drones to keep hovering over this parking area and report what they're seeing. Then we will have a response team to go and attend. We will try our utmost best to ensure that while you're enjoying yourself, that your vehicle is safe. All right? Daunting task, but safety and security is what we're all about. All right? Emergency route from the venue to JNF Hospital. It's inside the park. Come out where the Carnival City gate is. Turn left down to Amory. Turn right by the traffic lights onto Keon Street and take you to the hospital. But we're hoping that we don't have to use the ambulance and waste any gas, so drink responsibly. All right? I think for traffic aspect, that's what I have to report. We have shuttle issues, we have security and enforcement. Okay, police, we are working in close collaboration with the St. Stephen's Defense Force, private security, and I wish to say NEMO. I think Ms. Adams would have slipped that one because they are king and head when it comes to disaster, stand collapse, etc. So they're working closely with us. We would have police in the venue, enough police to take care of our people. Our tactical units, our regular police officers, our private securities, we're sector off and we would be all over in the park. We're just asking for your cooperation because there are rules and regulations and they will be telling you, they'll be advising you, they're trained, and we're hoping for a good experience, your behavior, their behavior. And if you have any incident to report, that's something that you don't like, we'll have people who you can report incident to. Go to a police officer. We'll also have what we call a mobile command unit within the park that will be situated in the area of the football field where vendors are. As soon as you come in the main entrance, it's on your left. We will have people working there where you can report incidents. An incident of a lost phone, you find a key, somebody hits you, you don't like it, and the worth. All right, so please. Then we would report that up to the venue operations center, and we would deploy the appropriate response to deal with that incident. All right? Before I forget this one, firearms. For the people who are up there and the people who are going. Only police officers and defense force soldiers are allowed to take firearms into the venue, whether they are in uniform or in plain clothes. All others are asked to take their firearms to a police station. Basque police station is there. You come, you log it in, they are informed, leave it with them. When the event finishes, it's a short walk from the path down to, so don't tell me that you have scared to walk from the path to the police station for your firearm. You're safe, but don't leave it. And I said, do not leave your firearm in your car. And then expect anything happen for the police to be magicians. Your cooperation is therefore solicited. Leave your fire. If you feel comfortable, safe it up, leave it where you think it's safe. All right? So, restricted items. What you cannot take into the park. We're asking you not to take any backpacks that can contain anything, weapons of any kind. No recording device, but I know we have, everybody have a phone. No selfie sticks, no outside food or beverages. Inside the festival, it's swarmed with food and drinks. You don't need to take any. No metal or glass bottles or flasks. No pepper spray, indeed, no laptops, no firearms, and any weapons whatsoever. I have here no illegal substance. The only thing that we can take in there illegally is our 5 pre-rolled ganja, herb, cannabis, split. Don't take a big bag of weed in there and say you're going to share it with the whole festival. Do not. Okay? So, you will be allowed to take 5 pre-rolls per person. That's quite a lot for a few hours. And a lighter. Because, of course, you can't light it with your finger. So, you take a lighter with you. Please, please, people, don't bring your Ziploc bags, your grinder, and your wrapper, and a match. With a lighter, a lot going around. So bring those, and you will be searched, and you'll be allowed to go there. While I'm on that, we have a 420 or designated smoking area. That would be on the mound above the Jumbotron, or for direction, the northwestern part of the festival. It's big enough, it will be beautiful, accepted, prepared by us, and you can smoke there. I'm encouraging our smokers, please don't go in the crowd to smoke. Respect the others. And some artists will be throwing up their stuff and they want to be in there lighting up and puffing. But think about, maybe me, who have asthma. I don't have asthma, but think about me, who have asthma. And I'm struggling to enjoy Vibes Cartel. And I'm trying to breathe. Alright? So let me wrap it up by adding a couple more things. No drones, no barefoot, no cooler. This is not cooler fit. No outside pamphlets, all right? And I think I would stay there, but before I leave, as the chairman of the National Job Council, I want to say, don't misuse and abuse the drugs. Smoke responsibly. Drink responsibly, all right? If you think you've had enough, call it quit. Not because it's there and you're enjoying it, you smoke your life away, drink your life away, all right? And I think I'll stay there. I think I've said enough. Any questions, then you could ask.
All right, thank you, Inspector.
Assistant Commissioner.
Assistant Commissioner.
Thank
Not
you
sure
very
why I'm downgrading your role. But, so we have a few of the artists who have to head to the stadium for sound check. So what we'll do at this point is to introduce the Grammy Award winner and Hot 100 artist, Shensia, for her to give us a couple. Come on, you can do better than that. Just hit your
everybody doing? Okay, any questions for me? I'm shy. Thank you, madam.
Good morning. Yeah, Ralston Rankin, Sugar City FM. I was actually waiting for the question part, but it seemed like you asked. Okay, Shensia, a few months you dropped your label and you decided to go solo. If I'm not mistaken, I think you're going manager as well. Could you tell us how that's been going for you and what advice would you give to upcoming artists, you know, if they want to go along that route in terms of going solo or managing themselves?
I would say that, you know, you have to take some time to get to know yourself and the journey that you're trying to, you know, go on for, you know, whatever goal you're trying to pursue. Because at each stage in our lives, we have different goals that we want to achieve. And so you have to move with the people who share the same vision as you. And if something is not working out, don't be afraid to let it go, especially if you have given it chances upon chances, because life waits on no man. And you have to make time of the time that you have here on earth to fulfill your mission. So for me, it has been going great so far. I feel radiant. I have a lot of positive people that surround me now. And yeah, I feel like everyone on my team, we share the same goal. And so we're just coming up with strategies on how we're going to achieve, you know, our goals. So just align yourself with people who, you know, share the same vision as you. That's all I can say. That's the best advice I can give for being an independent artist right now. But I don't plan to be independent for too long.
Any other questions? If not, we'll go to, okay, you have to go to the mic.
Good morning, Glenn Barrett from SKN News 9. I want to also ask you about your experience in terms of performances. Do you find the audiences in the Caribbean that vary, that the experience between yourself and the audience, is it that different? And secondly, what advice?
One question only, because
Okay.
has to go. Thank you.
Oh. Wait. Could you clarify your question? I didn't hear something.
I want to get an idea of your experience with Caribbean audiences. Different islands, slightly different cultures, although we have similar cultures. But I want to get, from your experience, what has been the relationship like when you are on stage performing before an audience?
I think it's pretty, you know, like we have a lot of energy, I would say, especially Ahsoka. I don't think us as dancehall artists can really match up to, you know, our soca artists, but it's always energetic. I feel like we always get support, especially for me. I like to engage with the crowd. I like to make them feel a part of the performance. I just don't like to just stand there and just, you know, sing, but just to make everyone feel like they are a part of my performance, like whether they come on stage or not. So like I truly enjoy engaging with my fans when I'm on stage, and that's the best part to me of my performances. Like, you know, when I can ask them questions and they respond, because everybody's so attentive to what I'm doing on the stage. So it's just about commanding the stage, and I think that, you know, Caribbean people, we love a show, and so, you know, as long as they're entertaining and we dominate the stage, like they would always pay attention, you know.
Hi, I'm Zaria Charles, a 12th grade student from the Master's School, and I just wanted to ask, you have a lot of versatility with blending dancehall with other genres, so what's the secret to venturing out of your comfort zone while keeping your Shenyang identity?
I would say that it's just my passion, because growing up in the islands and just being from Jamaica, we listen to a vast type of music. Like, we have different genres that we blend. Even if we're going to the parties, the early segments in the parties, we're hearing like old school, you know, 90s music, and then as we go along, time go along with the parties, we're hearing like strictly dancehall. Sometimes we have a little pop in here. So I think it's just being influenced by my environment, and I love that us Caribbean people, like, we don't just put ourselves in a box where we only listen soca or we only listen dancehall, but we're big R&B fans as well, big Afro fans as well, big pop fans, and I think that's just been the secret for my blending. Like, I don't like to, as a creative, I don't like to sound the same all the time. And so just experimenting with different genres, it helps me to create new sounds that people can really be like, what's this? I've never heard anything like this before, but yet it still sounds familiar. So it's just a part of me being creative and being influenced by, different genres and upbringing.
All right, 2 more questions and then we're out of here.
Hi, my name is Zari White. I attend the VHS. Just one simple question. How do you prepare mentally and musically before stepping into a studio with huge international artists?
I don't like to put too much pressure on it because then you're gonna think too much. But the vibe has to always be right. One, I always pray, Whenever I start my day, I always have to have a worshiping session with myself, me and God. And I have to make food, not have to eat. If we don't eat, I don't care who up in that building, we're not getting no work done. So I would just say, going with a positive energy, food has to be there, and some tea, really and truly, because we have to take care of our vocals. And we have to, I think, how the creative process comes along, when we get there, we feed off each other's vibe. That's how we know what we're going to create and the objective of the studio session. Like, we don't go in and be like, oh, this is what we're trying to achieve. It's more of the vibe, because we can go in with one mindset and come out with a different.
Good morning, Devon Cornelius at IZ News. So the St. Music Festival attracts fans across the region and globally, and you are a very influential artist. What message do you hope that your performance will send this year at the festival?
I want to inspire the younger generation who's going to be watching me on stage, and I want to motivate those who already knew me from where I'm coming from and where it all started. Because guess what? St. Kitts was actually the first place I came to perform when I just started. Really watch it though, still. But I will never forget that my manager and my DJ, this was the first place I actually came to perform. You guys booked me for my very first performance. And I want them to remember where I'm coming from, because I remember where I'm coming from, and that's why I'm here performing for you guys tonight, because I will never forget that love that you showed me when I just started out my career. Being so inexperienced, So, it's just all about the journey.
All right, thank you. I think that's the questions.
Thank you.
Yes. So, I know that anything else that you want to say before?
Yes, I'm looking forward to performing. Number one, make sure to never study the standing, because I want to hear you guys engage, singing word for word, and we're gonna have some fun. Yeah, I'm so excited, honestly.
Alrighty, thank you. Come on, give it up for Sincere. All right, earlier, Mr. Miguel Charles, the musical director for the AT Band, he's here as well. You guys, you tell us exactly what you're here doing.
Yeah, we are here. Morning, everybody. We are here for Patrice Roberts. We've been on a tour with Patrice for the past few years. So we have a very good chemistry going between Patrice Roberts and the A-Team Band. And we have been taking the music all over the world, and also embarking on the Iron Woman concert and concept that she is empowering young women that went through anxiety and different things to understand that it's okay to feel pain, to feel hurt, but music is therapy, soca is therapy, and you can also overcome whatever you need to do and be independent as a woman. So we have been instrumental in, carrying this message with her, and we are putting on a very energetic performances, dancing. I mean, it's a full show. Normally everybody thinks that is run up, a soca show is just a run up and just sing. But we are taking it a step, forward where we want to make the performance very intimate. So at least at the end of the show, you have a fair idea of who Patrice Roberts, who is the A-Team Band, and why is soca music so instrumental in the world today.
All right, Miguel, thank you very much. And we're going to hear from a young man who created waves throughout Trinidad and Tobago's last carnival and the Caribbean as well. I think tonight we're going to find out what's in the kettle pot. Let's hear from young brother. Come on, give it up for young brother.
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to represent Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean because we are all one Caribbean people. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Can't wait to take the stage tonight. And don't feel like this. And this is who I am in real life, off the mic, off the stage. Very calm, very cool. And yes, thankful for being here. Yeah, man. Blessings.
All right, thank you very much. Come on, give it up. You can do that. Get in the mood because that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Tonight is an explosion of what we call it, soca, dance hall, and for the first time on the St. Kitts Music Festival, we're going to have string band music. And as you know, that's a definite part of our culture. So we'll hear from the representative of the Honeybees out of Queen City, Nevis.
Good morning all, my name is Patrick Howell, stage name Danny Play. I'm a representative of the Honeybees, the iconic Honeybees string band here in North Rollins Village, Nevis. But of course we also represent the country of St. Kitts and Nevis. The owner of the band is right over there. His name is Mr. Colin Freeman Jr. The Honeybees has been around since the 1960s and we stay strong. We keep evolving, we keep bringing in the young people, for the continuation, of course. Before this question starts, I want to say this, they put us on first tonight because, of course, the music festival has always struggled to get people to come through the gates early. So they say, you know what? Honeybees go do it. Honeybees, honeybees sweet, they sing nice, so we put the honeybees first and bring people to the gates. That being said, questions?
Well, we'll take the questions later. We're going to go back to Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you.
All right. How many of you guys drink cocoa tea in St. Kitts? I think we do more bush tea, right? But we'll take cocoa tea tonight. How about it? Give it up for Kess, ladies and gentlemen.
Blessings everybody. Yeah, you should try some cocoa tea, man. But this island has always been special to me. We have definitely touched the shores. I've played a few years well, but I've also vacationed here. I've also spent a lot of time, rejuvenating. So I think it's such a beautiful space, and we have a privilege as Caribbean people to call St. Kitts our brothers and sisters, and be able to visit and perform in every single island. So here is very special. We come to represent where we're from, but also represent the Caribbean on a global scale, because this festival, people look at it from all around the world. So it's really about a showcase of ourselves to the world. So, people come out, come and celebrate. We celebrated 20 years as Kesty Band this year, actually. So, yeah. 20 years. And St. Kitts has a lot to do that. I've been here many times for that. So we're going to celebrate tonight, have a good time, and celebrate our Caribbean vibes. My goodness.
All right. Yes. Tonight we're going to get workless. That's what the whole thing is about. For sure. Yeah. Okay. So we're still in the Caribbean, and we're going to go to the nature isle of Dominica. And let's introduce Shelly from Signal Band. Is here for the first time? All right.
Yeah, man, good morning to everybody. Good morning to all the musicians, good morning to all the Dominicans, and everybody will be gracing the festival this weekend. My name is Shelly, the lead artist at Signal Band. We play bouyon music and we represent Dominica all the time. Bouyon music is one of the most trending genres in the Caribbean right now, perhaps in the world, it's in Africa. And we honored first of all to be having bouyon represented on the St. Louis Music Festival. And personally for Signal Band, we have toured maybe 80 to 85% of the Caribbean region, but as very young men. But I remember like last year we were like, we never been to St. Kitts. And we were starting to chat ways forward to come to St. Kitts for different collaborations. And it's crazy that our entry into St. Kitts is at the biggest festival on the island. So looking forward to tonight, entertaining the masses, walking for your flags. We have many Dominicans in St. Kitts, so we expect to see them come out in numbers as well, and bring that bouyon music to the Kittitians as well. Blessings.
Thank you. Okay, well, this is not only the biggest festival in St. Kitts, it's the biggest festival in the Caribbean. 27 years ago. We love Creole as well. All right, and now Trilla G. He's with us as well.
Good morning, everybody. Once again, my name is Trilla G, aka the bouyon lyricist from Dominica, the nature island, the Caribbean. And as always, it's a pleasure to be here, with my brothers and sisters from St. Kitts. Like Shelly said, there's a lot of Dominicans in St. Kitts, so we're looking forward to tonight. Let's have a great time. It's my second time being here, so some of you may already be familiar with Trilogy and how we just get on and perform and stuff like that. So I'm just looking forward to a very high energy and powerful performance tonight at the festival. And I just want to say, thank you for the festival for providing me that opportunity to showcase what Trilogy and Dominica and bouyon music is all about.
All right, give it up. All right, so we go Take Me Home. And we're going to go to our power soca monarch winner. Well, one half of it. Tuba, it's your turn.
Yeah, pleasant good morning to each and everybody. Pleasant good morning. Where should I start? Yeah, it's just an overwhelming feeling to just be here, amongst some great artists, I don't even think I sleep last night because it's just the feeling, the emotions and the, just happy to be here because, this is something that I really, wanted to do, all of my life, just to perform on the big stage, and it's finally here and I'm very happy, I'm thankful to be here. And just want to thank God, want to thank God for this moment. I want to thank God for sure. So I just want each and everybody to come on out tonight and, come on out early because, you don't want to miss anything. You don't want to miss anything at all. So come on out early, it's going to be a beautiful night tonight. All right? Thank you.
All right, and now we go to the history-making collision band, Road March champs of Sugar Mass 53, and we're getting ready for Sugar Mass 54, right? Chubby, what you say?
I come to the one time, 2 beats. Many will head it. Good morning again, good afternoon, good night, wherever we are in the world, our media houses. I just want to say it's a pleasure being here. As Martin Luther King always said, I had a dream, and my dream
team was to always be an entertainer, entertain people. I love the stage, I love the mic. Once it's party time, it's my time. So, like I always say, this music festival is a island party. You know, it's music around the world. Just want to big up the guys, the whole team. We're ready for tonight. We're so excited that we didn't even know where we'll be, but we're just going to go on the stage. You know what I mean? So, as security forces said, be each other's peers, look out for each other. We want a nice, free, and enjoyable music festival. Come early, as all the artists said. Hey, it's music festival. See you tonight.
So as he said, come early. Our gates are open at 5 p.m. So go out, and if you don't have tickets yet, you may not get a chance to get tickets because flights are coming in. So I think we've gone through the head table. So we're throwing it open to the media. And yes, protocol, name, media you represent. And we're going to allow you one question. We may have a second round. So you can do one question and you can question anyone at the head table.
Well, you said one question, but I actually want to ask two because I want to ask the officers my question along with
you have my question.
All right. So for the officers, you said that it's okay to walk with your lipstick, right? So why is it an issue to walk with my selfie stick? I'm trying to understand why we're not allowed. Some people are not allowed to walk. Because when I'm with my friends in the in the music festival, I want to take a selfie, so I would like to get your answer on that. So before we get to that, I just want to big up Trilogy and say thank you because you're someone that sound. Yeah, you make the big belly man be proud of the big belly. Yes. Also a big fan on homegrown music, right? And for me, I feel so good to see Thur and Collision Band who has been in it for so long, finally get that chance to be on the music festival. So I must say I am proud. So my question tonight to my homegrown artists is, I'm going to be one of those in the group who's saying, yes, maybe I didn't get it, but I want to know what different will you guys be bringing to us tonight that will make us so excited to see you guys perform, because I am one who's excited to see you guys perform. You know what I mean? So that's my question. I know still, Honeybees, I'm proud of you guys. See you guys tonight.
All right, so hold off on, we're going to get you, Devon, and then we'll answer those questions.
Right, so my question is directed to Honeybees. So string band music is rooted in community, tradition, culture. Whenever you hear a string band, you have to move. How are you going to keep your performance tonight authentic?
All right, so hold on. We're going to... Yes.
I'm Sweet Sister Sensi. I'm representing the People Show. Follow us on YouTube, DP People Show, and Freedom FM.
All right, so, okay, assistant, we're going to, ACP.
Have to count in his head. Okay, Sister Sensi, your media, right?
Yes.
Yes, I would allow you to bring that. However, the regulars, a selfie stick can be extended and used as a weapon. And we really don't want anybody to get injured and mar their experience. Okay, but bring you up. If you have any issues, just call me Adams.
All right, so we go Tuba, and then
Yes, Sweet Sister Sensei, man. Because of you, we able to be on this music festival, to be honest, because you're a media and also DJ, and you're the one that play the music, that everyone can hear the music. So without you, you play a part with us, representing St. Kitts. So we want to thank you as well. Thank you as well for, helping us on this journey. And, it's just a wonderful feeling. We're just ready to go out and, show the world what we can do. Show the world what we can do and represent St. Kitts. We're from St. Kitts and we're proud to be here. We're proud to be from here. Thank you.
Yeah, Charlie.
Well, for me and the guys of Collision Band, it's just not a normal session where we go Tangier, we go Mampawa, we go to a normal party to perform. It's a music festival, so it's a different catalog, archives of music. Some people might not even remember certain songs that we might sing. And to the new school kids, new generation, half the songs they don't know because they're new to it. So it's gonna be a different ball game tonight. Some of you guys might want to know how they do or what they did to do it. But as you always say, faith in God, the walking queen is where you go. So Michelle come tonight, point shades. It's gonna be epic. Epic.
Mr. Howell?
Yes. So the question was asked, what will we be doing to keep it authentic? I mean, we're always authentic. There's no changes to what we do. We do know we have our work cut out for us because a string band is not the kind of band you set up on a stage and put them there. We like to be amongst the people, amongst the community. We feed off the energy. So, of course, we know we have our work cut out for us, so we just don't play as sweet as we normally do. We're going to walk up the second we normally do. And you know, that's what we're going to do. We just don't give you honeybees, string bands. Yeah, well, like you know, I said, we just stay sweet.
All right, got more, okay, we have somebody at the mic.
This one is for Soanna from M News, Dominica. For Shelley, how important do you think your inclusion in this festival is for Bouillon music?
Sorry, well definitely this is gold. This is not 10 carat, 14 carat, this is high quality, high value of gold to be representing Bouillon music on such a stage. You know, and that's the interesting thing about Bouillon music. Bouillon music mashing up from the hole in the wall to the club, you know, to the fets and to the festivals, not forgetting the chops on the road. You know, it's such a versatile genre, and we think it is important for it to be represented on big stages as well, you know, with great presentation and great interaction of audiences. We're fortunate to have one of the pioneers of Bouillon music in the room with us, one of the people who created the genres for the credit of WCK. And you know, I'm sure that it's a proud moment for him to see how far the genre has come and then to be dominating a region and then now be on the biggest festival in the Caribbean.
Yes, so Mr. Felix from Mr. Felix Vlogs, YouTube influencer. One of the things I know when it comes down to the Signal Band and Trilogy, of course, this question is directed to you guys. You guys tend to go to a number of places and I tend to see you guys performing and you guys completely just mash up the stage. Now, I know, Shelly, it's your first time being here and Signal, Trailer, it's your second time being here. How would you go about preparing to adapt to that process of bringing something that is actually new to the platform? Because you've gone out there, you did your thing, but what is that level of preparation and adaptation that you do for this festival, 2025, St. Kitts Music Festival?
Yeah. First, the fortunate thing is that we speak English and we sing in English and we are one Caribbean people. So, you know, sometimes you kind of start to overthink things and you feel like new territory. But, you know, sometimes you have to take a step back and realize that we are one Caribbean people, we can understand each other. You know, yeah, we have different accents and all that, but we have the same ancestry, we have the same culture, we understand the beats. So we try to not overthink it too much and understand that, first of all, there's a reason why we're called to be here. You know, we're not coming here starting from a clean slate. It's because something about the music that we play and the place that we come from resonates with the festival and the people of St. Kitts. So, you know, it's the routine. You know, you practice. Anybody that wants to do well, cricketers, footballers, they practice, and that's what we do as artists too. You know, just to add to what Shelly was saying, you know, Bouillon music right now, as you know, is trending. And you know, it's also a music that St. Kitts has grown to love. You know, a couple times I do get snaps from people in the feds and the parties in St. Kitts enjoying Bouillon music. So I think that helps as well, the fact that Bouillon music is traveling and has made its way to St. Kitts. So we want to thank you guys for the support. I think we should give us a round of applause. Thank you for accepting, you know, the music. And you know, just we are professionals. You know, we've been here before in different, not in St. Kitts Music Festival, but we have done the festival in Dominica, and you know, Signal has always brought me on, and so it exposed me to that level of professionalism. So it's not new to us. Us being here, like Shirley said, we have a standard and we will call to be here for a reason and we will deliver on that.
All right, Bucky.
Yeah, Bucky got it and Bucky always got it. Congrats to the road march champion. You won with a song, Keys to the City, and it has proven you have the keys for the city. We have noticed that the more younger generation have gravitated to your style of music, and this is the music festival, and we know a lot of the younger generation will be at the music festival. But you also would have some mature coders, a lot of persons from the UK, from America are here. I know the band have traveled to New York and Miami where they perform, so your music is out there. Do you think that is there any challenge coming into tonight's music festival where you think that you will have a great balance to bring to the people? And to Tuba, congratulations, you won me power. Let them know you're from the great state of OR, so you definitely will be doing it. I know you work on the ship and the catamaran, so you have a lot of energy. So what can we actually look for? I know Akai have lots of different rhythms. Is anything new gonna drop tonight?
Well, yeah, Bobby got it. I don't really want to, let out too much, because I want the people to come out and, experience it for themselves. I don't really want to let out too much. But of course, we're gonna be, giving you guys something, special tonight. Magnificent. So I just want to preach this. I just want everyone to come out, come out and, see what we have in store. See what we have in store for y'all. Understand? So, yeah. Thank you. To Woki, like I said, archives. So archives mean memories. So to the old, you'll get some memories, and for the new, you get new school. So for the older folks, not too old cards, old is beyond, but middle.
How about you?
Right, so you get a catalog of past tunes from a certain time. I can't do too much, so you got to come out tonight and witness it for yourself. You be the judge, so when you see me tomorrow, you go say, Chubby, this was not right, this was, like I said, come out tonight and witness it for yourself. Collision will be a good performance with a whole in between, we're going to be outstanding.
Yeah, I just have one question for the Assistant Commissioner. You mentioned earlier that persons will be allowed to smoke on the other side of the ground where they don't disturb anybody. But for the last year and the year before, persons were still in the crowd, still smoking. Now I know the police can be everywhere, but do you guys have something in store or in plan so that patrons could enjoy themselves and not be affected by smokers still in the crowd?
Okay, thank you for that question. And you quite rightfully said that we can't be every place at every time. But we are going to try our utmost best, and this is why conferences like these, and we have been having programs where we try to send out to the public. We use the issue of persons suffering from medical issues. So a person can be sensitive to the fact that if you smoke down there, it can affect people. We have seen it last year. However, we're not into the business of throwing out people. And I'm going to be asked with this of throwing out people out the festival because we want everybody to have a good experience. So we're just sending out the plea. It's for them to cooperate with us so that they keep in the 420 area that they smoke. If we see persons smoking there, because we will have people in the crowd, we will ask them or escort them to the 420 area. We want you to enjoy yourself. So people, I'm pleading to you, stay in the 420 area.
Hi, good morning everyone. I am Dion, representing your Caribbean Guide. I have a question for our friends from Dominica. You guys said earlier in your presentations that New York is having a great moment. We could all agree it's trending globally. how do you respond to people who argue that Buyo is a subgenre of soca? Do you agree? Do you disagree? And what do you think? What else do you think needs to be done to really have Buyo propel even further than it is right now?
Well, I firstly let me say that I disagree that Buyo is any subgenre of soca, or some people even say it's the same. But I do not disagree realistically. You know, I understand where people are coming from. There's a reason why people are saying that, because the music genres of Buyo and soca, again, I said earlier that we are one Caribbean people, you know, and you know, even the brand from the VI and all the other genres in the Caribbean, there are similarities in the music, but they're still different, and we need to start acknowledging that two things can be true. You know, they can be different, but they can be similar. It's just like I see them as cousins, you know, but they're not the same. And that's the reality, and we need to, as Caribbean people, start thinking about those similarities rather than the differences, and see how we can move forward. You know, soca is like a big cousin for sure. You know, soca has made strides before Buyo, and Buyo is having its moment now. And to answer the second part of the question, you know, it's really about marketing and packaging right now. You know, the Buyo music has, a lot of it has gotten out there organically. You know, to be a bit boastful, I feel like Dominica, we just got it like that, you know, we got the music out there without doing so much marketing work. And right now, I don't think that would be handled on a silver platter at the next level. The next level is about actually putting in the work, marketing the music, and reaping those rewards.
Good morning, Lorraine Wilkin, WFM. My question is really for just about anybody, but directed first at Collision. Tonight is walk-up night, so essentially it's mainly going to have the youngsters there, right? But a few of us oldies will also be there. We can't walk up anymore, but we want, you know, to know that is there a possibility that we are likely to get any new oldish music?
Yeah, sure, just for you. We got the new oldish music for you. Trust me, we got in store for you guys, don't worry. So if you between 50, 60, you'll be 70. Okay, but you look like you ain't in the 70s, so you're gonna be good. Trust me, you'll keep up.
No, Mr. Bad, sir.
Yeah, Ben Brad from the State Newsline. I want to ask the official from the Tourism Authority. Now, the Cities Music Festival has been growing over the years. It has made its mark in terms of boosting visitors to the island at this time of the year as well. Have you had a chance, the organization had a chance to study or to survey what influence this festival has had over visitors coming to the island months later, many months later? Is there correlation, or what can you tell us about that?
Thank you for that question. And I can certainly say yes. We have looked at the numbers, and definitely there's a positive correlation between the increase in visitor arrivals and the St. Kitts Music Festival. As a matter of fact, about 2 to 3 months ago, when we checked at the forward bookings of many of the airlines coming into St. Kitts during this time, we actually already saw a spike. And so we know that the festival has a great economic impact on individuals who are visiting the island during the time of the festival. We also know that when we have acts that are released early, we have early bookings, we have persons booking their flights, we have hotels being booked early, and so we are confident that the St. Kitts Music Festival continues to be a driver for demand for the destination during this, what we normally would call the snow period, the shoulder period, because we know most of the times it's the summer, persons are traveling elsewhere, and so we are very proud that we have a festival that continues to draw people to our shores and provide that economic benefit that we all need during this time. Our accommodations, the taxi operators, the restaurants, even by just having the artisans on the grounds at the festival, that provides economic benefits. And so we do support, and we continue to fully support the media who are here on island. We have a range of international, regional, and of course our local media. They carry the legs of the St. Kitts Music Festival and the destination overall. So even after the festival has ended, we have stories going out months after about everything that would have happened here during this weekend, and we're truly excited about that.
All right, thank you, Melnisha. I do have a question from someone online. It says parking on New Street, but it's more of a comment. Parking on New Street got to be right, as there will be people coming out of the cable parking lot. ACP?
Okay, they will be parking on the street, but there are yellow lines that indicate that you cannot park too close. So in order to allow people coming out of the cable to turn left comfortably. If it's infringed, then we would take the necessary action.
All right, thank you for that. That was coming from Freedom Radio. Hi. One thing that I would like to add, because sometimes I wear a couple different hats. Tonight, Sugar Mass 54 will be highlighted as well as the 6th Miss St. Kitts Nevis Queen contestant will be revealed between the performances of Patrice Roberts and Young Brenner. So that's something to look forward to. We're 6 months before Carnival. This is the first time we're releasing this early. We're also going to have a promotional booth there. Just look for the Sugar Mass St. Kitts Nevis Carnival booth. We'll be there as well. You can purchase your t-shirts for $85 and you'll get a nice little bag and a cup as well. And we're very happy to partner with the St. Kitts Music Festival through St. Kitts Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism as well. We've been partnering for quite a few years, and we hope to extend that beyond what we did in New York just recently. So we're going to ask each of the guys to just rap for us as we get ready to go home and do our hair and, get ready. Oh, nails and eyelashes as well?
Yes, yes.
Lorraine, you doing yours as well? Yes, okay, so we're going to start with Melnice here for the rap.
Thank you so much, Clement. Thank you everyone for being here. I just want to wrap up by saying that the St. Kitts Music Festival is the first event of our Summer Unscripted campaign. Summer officially began on the 20th of June according to the calendars. And so the St. Kitts Music Festival beginning now is the first event. We are followed by the St. Kitts and Nevis Restaurant Week. So for those who are in the hearing of my voice, if you could not make it to the islands for the festival, there are some other options for you during the summer. We have the St. Kitts and Nevis Restaurant Week. We have Nevis Mango Festival. We also have Culturama, CPL, which is later on in August. So please come and visit us during the summer for our Summer Unscripted. And last but not least, we have a saying here in St. Kitts, we are liming. So take out the R and say we. Come on, say that in repetition and division. We liming this weekend. All right, thank you.
All right, and one other event, of course, don't forget we have the Australians playing the West Indies here.
Yes.
3 one-day matches.
Thank you. Yes.
Starting on the 25th of this month.
Thank you, Clement. Yes.
July, sorry. Yes.
Well, I would like to say from the safety and security area that I would like us to have a positive and a memorable atmosphere. So I am encouraging you again to do your part. Remember all that we have said to you, and from our end, we for sure will be doing our utmost best to make sure that our patrons remain safe. Thanks.
Okay, forget a couple quick things. Vending for those on the outside will not be permitted on Victoria Road. No vending on Victoria Road and those off road. And taxis will park in the circus after their drop off. But they were informed, so I expected some cooperation. And my wrap up would say, this event is going to be an exciting event. Drink responsibly, drive responsibly, and please enjoy yourself in safety and security. God bless.
Excited tonight. Yeah, I can't believe it's music festival again. Yeah. So everybody come out, enjoy yourself. As I said, each one be each other's peers. It'll be a safe and free accident music festival. You know, people from all over the world here. They show them how we party in St. Kitts. Some people here for the first time. You know what I mean? Let's teach some of them girls how to walk up, how to be in the sugar city. You know what I mean? And walk.
Yes, again, Daddy Thur here, representing my string band. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for having us. I think we're the first string band to ever be on the stage of the Simple Music Festival. Of course, we're honored. Also, as a member of the media, I'd like to thank you guys, a whole bunch of you guys behind the cameras, when the journalists, the media people, cameras, and everything. Thank you for your writing. I mean, you're the ones who take our stories beyond just the story. Thank you for that and acknowledge you. So, and again, after the music festival, all eyes will be on, of course, Culture on 51. Division Prize, second to none, Culture on 51. But, again, tonight, it chose us to bring you guys to the gates. Please do not miss. We promise you a great, great, great show. Honeybees.
Yeah, once again, my name is Trilogy. I would like to once again encourage everybody to come out tonight, support the vibe, bring your flags, bring your rags, you know, let's get ready to have a very great, crazy time tonight. And once again, I'd like to, you know, just pick up the music festival for the opportunity. This is truly a dream come true. And yeah, man, let's do it. Yes, Shelly of the Signal Band, and you know the band is ready, the music is ready. We show that we've got the sound check after this, so we know that the technical staff and the equipment will be ready. So right now the rest is on the people, you know, to show tonight in large numbers, upon the energy and you know support your music, all the other acts on the show. And we look forward to a blessed festival tonight. Shock them.
Yeah, said is the name is unto the world. You know, my name is Thur. I'm here representing for Thur Banakai. You know, so just come on tonight. You know, everyone, come on out and let's have a beautiful music festival weekend. You know, drink responsibly for sure if you're drinking. And let's have a good time. Everyone be safe and let's get home safe. Thank you so much.
All right, and just before we go, a couple other things that are happening as well. Saturday the 28th. Jam Rock Jerk Festival in Frigate Bay, and beyond the stage. So Sunday after the main event ends on Saturday, White Sands Parisian soiree at Carambola Beach Club, anchored boat ride aboard Prince Devante, and White Sails. That's an all-inclusive white affair boat ride as well, and the music festival boat ride from the Frigate Bay Marina. And then we go further down to July 5th, Frofest at the National Heroes Park will be here for the first time in St. Kitts. Again, my name is Clement Monagogaro. It's a pleasure having you here today for this first of 3 artists press conferences. We'll be here again tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Remember, from 8 o'clock, the breakfast for the media is available. So you can come in early so we can start early and get out of here. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Thank you. I know.